weeks later, a check would show up, man. It was great, you know. I was in my nice little comfort zone. Didn't want to do any more than that, you know, any less than that. Things were good, but at some point, we got a new vehicle control officer come through, and his name was Second Lieutenant John Ramos. And Lieutenant Ramos was prior enlisted. Is he here? Stand up, sir. Thank you very much. Now, Lieutenant Colonel Ramos, he was prior enlisted, so he had a lot of credibility within the ranks of us. You know, it's like, wow, you know, this guy was prior enlisted. He's a good guy. So he was there, you know, a few months. He took his office in our area, and after a few months, I heard that he wanted to talk to me. He wanted to see me, so I went knocking on his door. I said, sir, you know, I heard you wanted to see me. And he said, yeah, you know, come on in. He said, I need you to do something for me. I said, you got it, sir, anything, you know, whatever you need. He said, I need you to pull your head out of your ass. And then he asked me to close the door. So he went on to tell me that, among other things, that nobody in our shop had the experience, the ability, and the potential that I had, and I wasn't using it. And he was very disappointed in me. And he told me there was a first sergeant position opening up in the wing, and that I should pursue it. And then he said I could go. So I thanked him for his input and stuff, and I did what anybody in my position would do at that point. I pouted. You know, I went and grabbed Joe Grimes, and I said, man, who is this guy? He doesn't even know us. He's been here 3 months. He's got a lot of nerve and stuff. So. And to prove my point, I didn't pursue that first sergeant position, you know, just to show him kind of who was boss. But his words really stuck with me, and then pretty soon they started eating at me, and eventually they inspired me. And I realized that from that conversation, all I really remembered was his belief in me. And I carried that with me for a while, and when the next first sergeant position opened, I applied, and I was selected. So since then, I've done, you know, things throughout the wing. I've deployed to Afghanistan. I feel like I've done a good job, and it all, for me anyway, comes back to that conversation. So I guess what I'm saying is every time I stepped out of my little comfort zone, I've been rewarded. So I would encourage the younger troops coming up to go ahead and give it a shot. It's not comfortable. This right here is not comfortable, speaking in front of everybody, but Lieutenant or Colonel Ramos is here, so. And I also want to say real quick, you know, a lot of people look at making chief, especially as a traditional, as kind of like a lifetime achievement award. You know, thanks a lot, and you know, go ahead and phase out. But I don't see it that way. I still want to learn, and I still want to lead. And in between washing Chief Dempsey's car and getting his coffee, I plan So, finally, I want to make sure you all get to meet my mom. She's my strength and my weakness. She raised 3 of us little turds together. I'm the oldest. And it was during a time when society looked at single mothers as having brought it upon themselves, which was not the case. It'll be 3 years ago tomorrow that she had emergency brain surgery to remove a malignant tumor, But through the chemo and radiation and other treatments, her biggest concern remains the welfare of others, and it's really stuck with me. So I'm glad we get to show her off, because every day is a victory with her. And I know everyone in this room has had a relationship with cancer in some way. And I just want to let you know that I found, as a family member, that if you let it consume you, it will. But if you allow it to inspire you, it will do that also. So, love you, Mom. In closing, thank you again for being here. We're going to have some food in the LRS, is that considered classroom break room area? So I'd really love to see you guys over there. All right. Thank you very much.